Because the last time you spun it, the thing fell off. Get out. Get down. Get down. Go in there. No. One brother and one to go.
My name is Calliope Daft, here on the set of Woolaloomulu Daily. Today, we have the acclaimed author of Earth Abides, George R. Stewart. This novel has been labeled as one of the world's best apocalyptic stories of all time. Set after a mass plague tore through the entire globe. Only few survived. Now what? Is the question this book answers. Now George, how are you today?
I'm doing rather smashing, Calliope. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure for you to be out here with us today. The trailer ends with the quote, "Men come and go, but Earth abides." What does this quote have to do with the book?
You know, I feel like the quote pretty much sums up everything that the book is about. The mass plague may have wiped out all the people, but what it didn't wipe out was the Earth itself. You see, the people might have changed, but the Earth is still there the way it was before. The world doesn't adapt itself to new people. It's up to the surviving civilians to adapt themselves to the new world.
Thank you. That was fantastic and inspirational to all those who read this book. Now, on to a commercial break. Could Earth Abides be beneficial to your health? Did Gabriel cry wee 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 all the way home? Wee! Wee wee wee! Gabriel! Gabriel, you're home.
Oh, thanks, Morgan.
Action. Welcome back. George, another question.
Okay.
What is your inspiration in writing this book?
You know, I wrote this book way back in 1949, right when World War II and the Holocaust ended. Of course, they tragically resulted in tons of deaths. And at the time, the deaths seemed insurmountable. And what also began at that time was the baby boom. Of course, the baby boom was a dramatic increase in population. And an increase in population allows for diseases to be easily spread more. Combine widespread disease and deaths, and bam! Earth abides.
Interesting. What makes this book different from other apocalyptic books?
Earth Abides starts with the main character Ish, and he believes he's the last person surviving. But he eventually comes to find that he's not, and there's more people that actually survive the plague. Together, they have to not only try to survive, but to rebuild society from scratch. They have to start over completely as if they were the first humans, which is hard for a group that has become so dependent on items that are no longer available to them.
Fascinating. Looks like it's time for another commercial break. When you don't read Earth Abides, you get bit by a rattlesnake. When you get bit by a rattlesnake, your immune system's compromised. When your immune system's compromised, you catch diarrhea. When you catch diarrhea, you can't play sports. When you can't play sports, you get fat. Don't get fat. Read Earth Abides. Hello again. I see you've brought along a companion. Tell me more about this hammer.
this little baby plays a huge part in the story. Ish first finds his hammer before he even learns of the epidemic, and he carries it all throughout the rebuilding process. The new children that were born after the Great Disaster, they have no idea what a hammer is. So of course, when they see Ish carry it around, they're mystified by it. The hammer is seen as a symbol of power and authority, and since Ish is the only one who carries it, the children look up to him, sort of like a godlike figure.
How intriguing. There has been multiple doomsday predictions. Do you have one of your own? Do you see the events of this book occurring anytime soon?
Well, you know, yes, all the time. You know what is gonna happen this year? December 21st. Oh my gosh, a plague. We're all gonna die. It's gonna happen. You better believe me. Everyone believe me. We're all gonna die.
Well, that's disturbing. Anyway, enjoy your day and read Earth Abides, or you'll get fat. This is Calliope Daft, signing off. Hasta luego. Try surviving a mass plague and having to rebuild civilization. Try Earth Abides. Try it!
That scream starts with an earthquake. Birds and snakes in your brain. Lady Bruce is not afraid. I am a hurricane, listen to yourself. Your world suits its own needs. Dummy serve your own needs. Speed it on the lock, speak, run, no straight. No ladder, subject fire with the fear. Buy it down, high fire in the fire. Every city, tell me, turn the government for hire. Every government's like, let the listen, you're making a living with the fury shooting down. You're dead. Team of TV borders, I'm trying to every night. Play back, play with the fire. Listen to your heart.